So of the 107 miles of Apalachicola River that we have from Chattahoochee, Florida, down to the Gulf of Mexico, in Apalachicola, where the river meets the bay, we have over 400 miles of sloughs, creeks, and streams and lakes, like Sutton Lake, that bring this connection of water into the river, and that's bringing the leaf litter, the detritus, which is the basis for a healthy food chain, that gets washed from the floodplain downriver down to the Apalachicola Bay. So it's this ever-changing dynamic system where we have water busting up over the bank seasonally, pushing out into the floodplain, and then those sloughs are moving water around and bringing water back into the river and moving fresh water down to the bay. The river contributes the highest volume of freshwater flow in Florida of any river, and that drives the productivity of our fisheries.
About 90+% of the species that are harvested in the Gulf commercially spend some part of their life cycle up here in these marshes and seagrasses. Apalachicola is like the third largest source of fresh water coming out into the Gulf. It has just the perfect mix of fresh and salt water to grow oysters and all of these other species, until the salinity started increasing due to a lack of fresh water. And as that happened, the predators that eat oysters came all the way into the bay and stayed here. You know, the oysters are habitat for some 30-odd species that feed and use the beds for protection and that. So the reefs basically were going away. Then all of the species, the flounder and the trout and the things that feed around those reefs, were also impacted.
And what's really important to remember is the river, floodplain, and bay are connected. They're not independent systems. They're really important habitat, and there's a lot of interchange between these systems.